Whether you know it or not, your life is just like a movie. And you're the writer, you're the director, and you're also the star. The question is, number one, are you a sub-character in your own movie, or are you the main star? What part of the movie is your character in right now? Is it at the beginning part of the movie where the character may be getting their ass whooped by the ebbs and flows of life? Is it in a slow part of the movie where things are dull and stale? Well, now's your chance to step up to your power. Just like every character does, there's a turning point in every movie, which is what makes the movie good. Or else it'd be boring if the character just suffered from beginning to end until the credits roll, don't you think? The Master Your Magic workshop is going to show you, it's going to give you the keys, the small, subtle, fundamental keys that are simple to totally take your magic game to the next level, to set all your ritual and spell work ablaze with success. No matter, like I said, if you're a beginner, whether you're adept or whether you're a master, because nobody knows everything. And it only takes one jewel to change the trajectory and to change your magic game. So if you want to take things to the next level in the simplest, most practical way, let me say that, we're going to demystify a lot of different assumptions you may have about sorcery and your very own ability to manifest, which is what is blocking your ability to manifest in the way that you want, in a more concise way, in a more consistent way. Am I right? So take the time, join the Master Your Magic workshop. It's the first of its kind, available now. And also, when you do, and if you're able, if you're one of the quick ones, one of the smart ones, you'll also be able to get into our spring equinox wealth, money, and luck ritual. The Everything is Coming Up Aces ritual, which will be taking place on March. How you doing? Happy Friday. I didn't plan on this. Papa Shangito is deep in preparation for the Master Your Magic workshop. I had to stop that before it talked about the spring equinox ritual. Speaking of, the candle that I use for that ritual is still going. And I got to tell you, it is burning clean as fuck. Y'all are in for a real treat. The backlash from this ritual is going to be fucking lovely for each and every one of you that did join in time and did take part in that ritual. I can say that. Welcome to the Master Your Magic workshop. Show. I'm so used to say a workshop. Let me see here. Yeah. So in this particular episode, I'm not planning on staying here too long. Like I said, I'm still in heavy preparation. This is actually my first workshop. First time I've ever put information together, and making sure the perfectionist in me wants to come out. You know what I'm saying? So in a little bit, also during the show, I will be giving out a love spell. Yes, from my lips to yours. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So you know what? It's very simple too. But we're gonna touch on this topic of love spells. Okay, so all y'all, don't be afraid to say hello in the chat. If you have a question pertaining to love spells, that is the topic of this particular episode. I wasn't going to do it because I've kind of stated my position on love spells. I know everything has their place, but just because everything has its place doesn't mean you like it, or it may not be right for you per se, but for the next person, who is to say, right? So when it comes to love spells, we're about to get into that, all right? So, by the way, happy Friday, happy Venus Day to each and every one of you out there. I hope your Friday's going good. Thank you for stopping by or joining me. And I also want to invite you to, if you're watching the rebroadcast of this or the recording of this, feel free to leave in the comments what you'd like to see covered on Master Your Magic as far as topics go. Because Papa Shangito aims to please each and every time. Okay, and that's what he does, nothing but net. All right, so make sure you put that in there, okay? And we'll definitely do our best to make sure we address those topics. On this show, we address more than just the actual spells or rituals themselves, because spells or rituals themselves, though they are an important part of the process, they're not the main thing, I don't believe. You know, there's plenty of rituals and love spells and shit online that one can go. It's not a question of which one you choose. We believe here, and yes, I'm going to start it off here. We believe that, actually, we know it's who's casting the spell. So when most people are casting a love spell or they want to, you know, to me, it raises so many questions. But then again, I'm just an inquisitive person. You know, number one, who's casting the spell? Okay. Is it the version of you that knows they are worthy of love and that actually loves themselves too? Or is it the version of you who may be still under self-delusion, doesn't love themselves, don't like themselves, but yet expects somebody else to? Okay. I know a lot of people don't want to address that. I know it's like, it gets frustrating, you know, because I'm doing what I'm doing from here on out for those who are on their path, your path, right? If you're on your shit, or at least striving to be, spiritually speaking, you know, you see the bigger picture. You know that really all of this is about self-mastery. Even when it comes down to what it is that you want, right? You have a heart's desire for a reason. Something is calling you. It's like it's luring you onto the path through the whatever the result is, right? The new lover, the amount of money, the whatever. That's like the dingler dangler that they get to lure you in. You know what I'm saying? Everyone usually starts on this path for what would be considered lower magic or petty magic, right? So, and I'm not knocking it, I'm not judging it, because I did too. All right. One of the things that got me on my path, believe it or not, was music. So like, I can't cast stones at somebody, you know, you're going to be wherever you're at in your journey. But back to the love spell thing. All right. Back to the love spell thing. I think it's really important that you ask yourself these questions. A, because it's going to determine so much. It's going to determine what you do from here on out. It's really going to make a big difference. I don't think a lot of people see that. And then you have those who say, hey, if I got to do a love spell to get you, I don't want you. You have another demographic that just simply wants what they want when they want it, right? And truth be told, a lot of those people from that demographic, I'm not knocking them. You know, we all want what we want when we want it. Sometimes you lose because you get it. Sometimes you lose because you get it. How can you lose if you get it? Well, you find out that it's not what it was cracked up to be. You may get stuck with it for a time. You know? You may get what you want and it totally diverts your whole path. It totally takes you off your shit, which actually could be a part of your shit, could be a part of your path. Maybe your part of your path is you go and get lost. You go through hell. You know, maybe there's certain lessons they're like, man, this one's a hard ass. You know, this one's a hard ass. They're only going to learn through going through hell, to wallow in the mud, so to speak. So go ahead. Right? You cannot, if you're really seeking love anyway, see, because I think a lot of people, when they're casting love spells, it's not really for love, or it's like, because there's a couple different questions. I would like, do you really love this person? How do you know you love this person? You know what I'm saying? Do you know this person? Uh-oh. I'm starting to freeze up. What's going on, prophetess? KD. when casting a love spell on a target, there's a lot of questions you want to ask. Now, a lot of times it's you guys have had dealings together and you think you love this person. I can't name how many times I have B.G. Jones. Hey, yeah. It's not that I did a love spell, but you can easily mistake infatuation. Maybe they ring your bell, like maybe you run into a Shango Ray and they just ring the fuck out of your bell and you think that that's love, but I don't know. See, it gets into gray areas. You know what I'm saying? Be trying to get somebody to want them. Some people don't like rejection, And I'm not saying that either or any of it is wrong or right. I'm just presenting some things that you may want to think about. That's one thing I'm always going to do on this show. I believe if you're going to do something, number one, you need to do it on the good foot, as they used to say back in the day. Start off correctly. Start from the right place. So many people do faulty magic from a faulty place and wonder why they get faulty results at best, if not counterproductive or worse. You end up opening a can of worms that you end up needing, somebody like myself. You need someone like me to come and help you out. It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun, as they say. Smooth salute. It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun, I've known people to do love spells and obviously they didn't really know the person. Know the person. They thought they did. And then they end up getting stuck with a mess. Okay. And especially like for a woman, it can be terrifying either way. But for a woman to have to be worried about, is this motherfucker going to break in your house? Is he sitting outside of your job in a location, in a vantage point that you can't see? You won't see it coming. That shit is terrifying. And especially if you know that they have the capacity or the capability to go there. And I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen if you do a love spell. I'm just saying that, on one end of the spectrum, it can get pretty fucked up. Of course, on the other end, what's the worst that can happen? Well, nothing, right? Or it seems that you fail or something like that. Yes, Smooth, neither can I. I'm hyped for the workshop. Thank you, brother. One of our attendees is right there. Actually, two. Prophetess will be there. If she's not there, she knows how to, it's yours to keep forever. So, I would like you to be there live, but if not, you will have it. Smooth says, I'm trying to love spell a couple IG hoes. See, that's what I'm saying though. Keep it fucking real. I understand sex or lust spells, but why love? Why do you put that title on it? And I guess I'm extending that question to Brother Smooth, but just to anybody, because if you really examined yourself and your motives, you would find it's not really love you're talking about. It's not really love you're talking about. Love is a whole other thing. Yes, love can come in after, intense lust and sexual, satisfaction, and all that good stuff. But I'm just saying, if it's just sex and good times you want, then cast for that. That's a part of starting off on the good foot, is being authentic, first of all, and knowing what it is that you want, being able to admit precisely, specifically what it is that you want. Second is to go ahead and cast for that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some people feel guilty about it, or they feel they shouldn't want that, so they try and cover it up. For example, people that I want to manifest money so I can help the less fortunate. Bull fucking shit, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe, yes, somewhere in there is that, but be real with yourself is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yo. Smooth says, I'm trying not to really touch on it. I'm getting some new shit here soon, and one of them is a thingamajig with more USB ports, so I can use my trusty red and black mouse. Of course, you know I gotta have it red and black, right? But when I click on the laptop, sometimes I notice in replay it makes these sounds. If lust spells are different, then I'm going with that. I thought it was all in one kind of thing. See, it pays to do your research, Bretta. You know, even though I believe that when you're doing your spell, a lot of times, like, the truth of your intention is broadcasted, whether you know it or not, which is also why some people get, you know, crazy results. And I don't mean crazy as in, you know, favorable, you know. But yeah. Smooth said, I'm trying to help the less fortunate after I stash about 500,000, you know? I mean, hey, if that's the truth, then that's the truth. That's my point. Just be fucking honest with yourself. You probably don't even want, like, for what's wrong with taking your time to get to know somebody? You think you're going to get to know somebody just because maybe 2-3 months of some hot sex? Yeah, you're going to get to know. You're going to get to know what they, you know, what their parts look like intimately. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even what they taste like. But to get to really know somebody is how you're going to know if you really love somebody. You may identify some characteristics initially that you love, but there may be other characteristics that cancel that out, right? Or you also want to make sure it's real. And a lot of times you find out through time what is real and what's fake, what's a front, because people will run some game on you for a while. You know, how many times you heard these people living double lives and shit for 10 years? That's exhausting to me. Like, hey, my props to them. That's not easy, you know? Yes, I am. Pray. I am going to drop a love spell, though, for all you fiends out there, okay? Because I know y'all be fiending for that shit. Y'all want that shit. And I got an ass kicker, okay? This one, you can tweak it lust-wise or you can tweak it love-wise, okay? I done did some lust shit with this one recently. And let me tell you, let me tell you. Okay. Now I know it's me casting it, so I kind of have an advantage only because, you know, for someone who may be less experienced, the concept of, like, sometimes, you know, casting a spell can seem a little bit intimidating for some people. For some, not all. Smooth. As I just said, this spell can go lust or love. This is why I like it. It depends on you and what your intention is, but I will be giving it away. So you got to keep watching. Okay. I know you might be one of those ones set that sad life to live like that. Yeah. Some of these people, I know a lot of people are from the microwave magic age, which we're in now, right? The TikTok shit and just do this, just do that. And bingo, bango, mucho mango. You got it. Yeah. Smooth. You're going to like this one. I've never given this one out, ever. And this one is very, very powerful, okay? Very powerful. There's just like maybe 3 key points that you want to follow specifically. The rest, hey, make it your own, okay? Just follow these 3 little things that I'm going to give you. But you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to hear my fucking mouth, all right? Because a lot of you just want that quick Band-Aid. And that's fine. I'm not here to change nobody's mind. I'm really here to make content for those who are on their path, who want more, you know, cerebral, kind of like a more, I don't want to say a more intelligent perception or point of view on things, as far as just like, you know, maybe a bigger picture. I'll say it like that, a bigger picture to this shit. All right. Royal Blue, shout out. Right on. See, I gotta put you up there, man. I'm gonna use you. Right. We're still in motion, brother. We're still in motion. You know that, right? So I'm telling you right now, from this spring equinox ritual, bro, yo, this candle, usually with the group rituals, oftentimes the candles will be fucking, we got to burn through some of that shit to get you your results. You know what I mean? The magic is working. Okay, but it's got to work through some bullshit. And when you have a bunch of different people, that's a bunch of different energy. Okay, this time I will say this spring equinox shit is burning clean as fuck. I could eat off of it. Nicholas Davis, shout out. I'm just saying people use that word love a little too easily for my comfort. You know, and it's like, I don't think you really want love. But then again, I really don't care what somebody else wants. I feel it's their responsibility to figure out for sure and specifically what it is that they want. What do you want? Right? And I know that some of you, no matter what I or anybody else says, you're not going to be able to see it until you can see it, which is when the fuck ever. All right. But you're going to find out that what you've been doing now, when you look back to now, is you just trying to put a Band-Aid over something. You're trying to fill some type of void that really only you can fill. And that's the bottom line. But you're not going to hear that. You don't want to hear that now. You're going to jump, skip like a little bunny, hop, 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 spell to spell, maybe even worker to worker, and you're going to find out though when you're supposed to. And that's none of my business. And like I said, let me reiterate, I don't give a fuck. Okay. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about what you do or this and that. That's up to you. That's your business. It's your business. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this spell. And hey, by the way, if you got any questions, go ahead. If you in the chat now, you know what I'm saying? Reap what you sow. 666. Now you done changed your name to Reap What You Sow. The only thing I noticed was the 666, right? And the black ass thumbnail. Yes, you did. You caught me. Oh, wait. You caught me red-handed. You know what I'm saying? Red-handed. I don't want a love spell. That's cool, Bijou. This is for those who do. It can be a lust spell. But let me say this actually before I do. The greatest love spell you can do are love spells which increase your self-love. Why? Because they work maybe on 5, 6, 7 different fronts. All right. Number one, you're going to find that just the quality of person that you start to attract for even a potential relationship or love situation is going to be higher. Why? Because you're higher. You expect to, do you expect to attract quality if, I don't know, perhaps maybe currently right now you might be playing the role of trash? I don't know. And even if you do get quality, you're going to blow it. You're going to fuck it up. Okay? I know, because I was a piece of shit for a long time. And that's my description. The way I conducted myself and the way I treated women, yes, I'm not proud of crumbling the many queens that I have. But it's what happened. And maybe there was a grand scheme, a bigger picture for both of us that is not understandable from human eyes. I don't know. The love spell or lust spell, like I said, you can make it into either one. There's just a slight difference. You can do love. You can do this one I'm going to give you in a few minutes. You can do it for self-love. I would suggest that you may want to start there. And it's Friday too, which is the day that is highly suggested that you do this spell. The other day that I would suggest, especially if you're doing a self-love spell, Google your birth date. Google, if you don't know, I should say, Google the day of the week you were born on. That's your fucking day, okay? That's your day of the week. That's the day to do a self-love spell. Piffy, we got next week. I gotta I gotta start hyping you up. We have 1214 Epiphany Place on the Shango Unchained podcast. It's about talking to dead people. Yeah. Whoosh. We're about to get on that. Just keep affirming I'm strong. I feel amazing. You can do that too. Let me put that up there. At first, I got to say, I was against. I really hated affirmations based on my own personal experience with affirmations. When I started doing confirmations, meaning I would decree something and expect to see some kind of signal or sign in my everyday mundane life. Okay, somehow, some way. And soon, like real soon. To let me know it like completed the loop. It lets me know, right? It's getting confirmed. Like, you know, when you go and make a reservation, right? What do you get? Do you get a reservation affirmation? No, you get a confirmation because that shit's confirmed. It's confirmed. So I say that to say, I had a real problem with affirmations. It's just, I had a lot of, and to be quite honest, I had a lot of failures. At the time before, especially when I was like really into like the law of attraction shit, like in the mid 2000s and shit, using affirmations, I didn't like the uncomfortable feeling that I would feel because I'd feel like I'm lying. Every repetition just reminded me that I felt like I was lying to myself. Every repetition at that time made me feel, or I felt, it just looked so fucking far away. Like, you ever seen a movie where you see down a hallway and the end of the hallway just stretches out? You know, it's like even farther. That's how I felt doing affirmations. But then, of course, it started for me with mantras, okay? You can use mantras immersed in a particular feeling that the mantra may be associated with. That's great. That's awesome. But if that's a problem for you, you can start off doing it, as they call it. Now the big thing is also robotic affirmations. And basically, it's all about reps. And I'm a big fan of that. That actually does fucking work. So what I call robotic incantations, because to me, it's an incantation. It's a spell. It's not just an affirmation. But whether you saying affirmations, incantations, what the fuck ever, confirmations, whatever Asian you're doing, they work. They fucking work. They really do work. What I like about them is you don't got to believe it. You don't got to force yourself to feel nothing. You just keep that shit on repeat as much as you can. You can even record something nice and short, a little short phrase stated positively, in the positive tense, I should say. And you could sleep with it on repeat. That also adds to it, right? So it takes a lot of the pressure off, all right? So in love spell situations or trying to get somebody, you can just start where you're at now. It's always important to start where you're at now. And if you don't believe it, you don't think it's possible, okay, admit that to yourself and then go and try and do this shit. Okay, I was gonna say try. We don't try here. We only succeed. Try implies that you're also expecting failure. So I don't use that terminology, okay? But you can use some type of even robotic affirmation or confirmation or incantation. Perhaps if you have a specific target that you want to get, and you just keep doing it. You might do it 10 minutes at a time. Maybe you're watching a show on Netflix or watching TV or doing whatever, and you're just mindlessly repeating it under your breath while you're watching the show. You're not even paying attention, Honey, I just want money. Dear Goddess, don't lose hope. Dear Goddess, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, my bijou. Idea. Okay. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Sometimes love and money are on. Absolutely. That's a good point. I notice, and I've noticed in my past too, that love frequency, when you're really with the love frequency, not just, the lust frequency too, somewhat, but I noticed that love frequency is a whole other realm. It's a whole other thing. That starts to affect every area of your life, And I've mentioned that before, like you got an extra pep in your step. Seems like you floating on air when you're walking around. You got this fucking glow to you. You got this fucking glow, right? And shit just also seems to come to you so much more easier. Ruth Riddle, shout out to you. It's true. Love is love. And I'm in love with love. Okay, let me just say that. I used to be like, hey, if love is there, if I know love is in that grocery store, I'm going the opposite way. I ain't going in there. I'm hightailing it. I'm tearing ass that way. Okay? Not anymore. Not anymore. Because I'm in love with myself. I really, truly am. So it's allowed me to share a lot more. And love, connection, these types of things, they are important, man. We do need these things, okay? As PI as that keeps it, okay, I'm going to admit to you, we all need these things. So you can talk about money, I just need money, all this shit. Yeah, that sounds good. And you know, maybe for now, okay, you know, but you're going to find out. You're going to find out. Reap what you sow. How do I hide that shit? I will never lose hope. There are. See, you got to know that. You know what I'm saying? I need to put this up here for all you people about to cast love spells right now. I will never lose hope. It works the same way for us too. Like that's why I always say, and it's a good point, Reap what you sow. You're not ever going to see Shango motherfucking Ray, aka Sky God Go, the international god of mystery, okay, bashing on women, talking about how all women are this and all women are that. That is buffoonery. That is fuckery. And number two, I think in the most important for myself on a personal level, that would be the equivalent of me casting a spell so I will continue to attract those types of women. Now, am I saying that those kind of women that men complain about are not out there? No, I'm not. Of course, everything exists. But you have a choice as to where you place your attention and what you pull towards you and what you attract. And more importantly, goddammit, what the fuck you become. What are you become? Who are you? So I choose to be that motherfucker that just attracts and finds the diamonds and the unicorns, you know, the rare finds, or what would be considered a rare find. Because I know I'm attracting myself, an aspect of myself. I know that. When I was a piece of shit, or when I was playing the role of a piece of shit, okay, when I was playing that character, I attracted lots of questionable women. Duh. Because here I am, Mr. fucking questionable. What do you expect? Same thing with, you know, liars think everybody's lying. And they often find that to be true for themselves. The easiest people to con are con men. So that's where I'm at with it. And I'm okay if that love does not take the shape and form of one person. I kind of prefer that it doesn't right now because I'm having lots of fun. Shout out to all the thick Libras in my life right now. Appreciate you. I don't know where y'all came from, but hey, standing applause for you. Okay, so I'm not mad. You know, I can just flow with the shit. I'm cool. And I really, truly, I don't know about each and every one of you, but like I love to, like, some of you understand what I'm about to say. You actually truly, really love just being by yourself. There's almost a part of you that shoulds on you because it's like, you should maybe get out some. And yeah, it's a good idea because there's a lot of, your teachers are out there. They're waiting for you, okay? They're waiting to cross paths with you. They're looking for you too, all right? I can't do the love thing out here. Seen too many get burnt. See, I don't want to hear that shit, Smooth. I mean, if that works for you, whatever, but I don't feel that's coming from a place, that's coming from fear. I don't let fear may fly over my roof, but I ain't gonna let it make a nest on my roof. Yes, I mean, like I said, I got plenty of references. I seen bitches done set niggas up. I seen niggas killed over broads. We've used broads to set niggas up. So like, trust me, I done seen the gamut, bro. I done seen the gamut. Am I gonna let that spoil my outlook? No, because I choose my outlook. I'll be good and goddamned if I'm gonna let past experiences, shit on social media, any of that shit determine what I believe to be true for me. I'm that motherfucker that's gonna walk through the rain and not get wet. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe it. Actually, no, I don't believe it. I know it because I've proven it to myself time and time again. So I'm just saying, because I see a lot of people saying similar shit like that. Maybe it's coming from a woman about men, or like a man to about women and shit. Blood, that's the problem right there, is your perception. Now, if you want to keep going like that, then, I mean, that's up to you. I'm not going to try and convince nobody of anything. I'm not here to save nobody. I'm not here to, none of that. Y'all have at it, okay? Have at your own devices, okay? I can give a shit, all right? I'm not a fucking preacher. So that's what I got to say about that. What is Poppy's contact info? I'll tell you what, you can also hit me on, yes, you can join the Sorcerer's Corner, or let me just put this in here just for the fuck of it. I'm reaching all over everything. Boom. And I say that passionately, like to Smooth, because honestly, it kind of like, when I see people like that, and I'm not just singling you out, Smooth, but when I see people doing that shit, jumping on one side or another, being polarized, it's like you playing right into the fucking agenda. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are just like, it's as if y'all are saying, hey, use me as a pawn in your psyop in order to create more chaos between the genders, between the men and the women, and fucking up actual real relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what's been perpetrated on us, if you haven't noticed. And I'm just not with it. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And you know, there's nothing wrong with, sometimes you gotta just pull back and be by yourself. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Matter of fact, I believe we all do at some point. Like you're gonna reach that phase in your life or that point where you almost have no choice. I mean, you do have a choice, so you can just keep sliding up under somebody, hoping to get over somebody or something, until you finally realize that that's just not going to do it for you. What was missing from you was you all along. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. Yes, I have to say, I got to agree with the sexy 12, 14, 50 place. Love is the highest frequency. It is. It truly is. Yep. It truly is. You say you ain't doing that, but the fact, what I'm trying to say, Smooth, you're not I don't know if I'm articulating myself correctly. I'll put it that way. You can imagine all these isms and schisms, because yes, what you're saying, I done seen it with my own eyes, right? I seen niggas going through this and going through that. Yeah, I'm not doubting that you have, but that don't have to be you. That's my point. It doesn't have to be you. If you believe that to be so, it's like you signing the contract saying, yeah, that's what I want, whether you know that or not. That's what's going on. And the more that we, consume a lot of this shit, like on social media, the truth about women that most men need to know, and the truth about men that most women need to know, all this fucking shit. Y'all can have that shit. I'm into, obviously, being the best version of myself. I'm into, obviously, I think upping your communication game is a major one. Both how you understand and can relate to people and how you communicate your shit, how you communicate your truth. But if you don't know your truth, how the fuck you gonna communicate it? Anyways, if you hadn't noticed though, there is a war for your mind. There's a lot of mind psyop, mind fuckery going on. And it's a very slow boil. It starts slow. Even memes are ways to get, I can plant shit in your subconscious mind, and just like a seed in fertile ground, it's going to sprout, it's going to bloom in your fucking life. And depending on what that seed is, I mean, we're seeing the effects of it. You know, these videos, it's unprincess, most men are fucking single, going without sex and all this shit, and it's better that you be a monk and all that. Hey, I guess, speak for your motherfucking self. I'm a vegetarian, okay? You expect me to starve? No. But my point is, you can do what you want. You can, and you know, I listen for the buzzword, stay on your purpose and all that. Yes, a man should have a purpose. I think everybody should. You know, people are so fast to just accept something. They hear something that kind of sounds good, and then they start spouting it off like it's the gospel truth. You know what I mean? And that's dangerous. That's what's called dogma, because dogma suspends your ability to critical analyzing and thinking about shit. You're just like an open door. You're like a house with no door and no screen door. Anything can fly in and out of there. You know what I mean? So love can be dangerous, and it can be very healing. It can be regenerative. It can be empowering. It can take you to new heights. True love, I guess you could say, as in the frequency, is not fucking dangerous. It can never be dangerous. Maybe it's dangerous to all the lies you once believed. What's going on, PG? So, I think what I'm gonna do is peel you off with that love spell. It's a love spell, yes. It is also, it can be a lust spell. I'm gonna give you the configurations for it. What you think? All right. Hold on, I gotta put you on the wall of shame, Bijou. Bijou kind of cute. Let me see it. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate men. Not saying you did. Yeah, I don't get that from you. I mean, I don't know you like that, but I'm just in a healing and focusing. Hey, well, do that. And I agree. Sometimes it could be healthy. Like, you know what? I'm gonna put my money kind of on the front burner right now. I mean, I think at some point in time, like, we all got to kind of put that on the front burner until it kind of like gets the momentum that we want it to. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to master that. You know, that's what to me it's about, mastering all the areas of your life. You know, or having some form of mastery in your relationships, in your finances, because we need finances. Let's not fucking kid ourselves. You know, I would never say you don't. And all the rest of the shit. Hey, how come it's not showing my, what is that? See, this is what I was talking about. Love in its purest form, okay? Once again, a lot of you have misconstrued what love is in the first place. You have a total misconception of that. So what you're referring to, in fact, is not love. It's not love. It may have looked like it, kinda, you know what I'm saying? But it's not love. That's what I'm talking about. And love in its purest form really is not, I mean, yes, it can be manifested in a relationship, but it just is. You know, you can just have it with yourself. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm gonna give you the love spell. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the love spell. This is a bath spell. Okay, this is I'm gonna give you the 3 points. All right. So if you can't take a bath, hey, I don't know, find another fucking spell. Love and lust are cousins. I ain't mad. I'm not mad. Piff say love and lust are cousins. I think lust is a cousin of love. I guess you could say though, because if lust keeps coming over to your house enough, sometimes love can. I brought my cousin love, my cousin love. Give us the strongest. There's no such thing, pray. There's what you make strong. Okay, and there's what's strong. What could be strong right now might not be strong for you tomorrow, right? So just toss that out the window, and I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, we're gonna put this out there for you. So So number one, a bath. You need a bathtub. Why? Because you're gonna need to sit your ass up in that. You're gonna need to sit them cheeks up in the tub. Rub it up, okay? If you want a love spell, my first suggestion would be a pink candle, all right? Pink does include red, but it also, I don't know, it's a combination of red and white? Whatever, okay? You're gonna wanna put that up in there, all right? So you're gonna wanna, not in the tub, okay? Now, how can I say this? Let me show you. Because there's a particular configuration you're going to do. Okay, if you got one candle. First of all, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. All right, this is what you're going to want to do. If you want love, you're going to want to use pink. My second suggestion would be, what means love to you? When you think love, if you see colors, what color do you see? I would also use that. I would use that, okay? Because that's even more important, because that's tailor-made for you, because that's your representation of love. And ain't nothing more powerful than that for you. But let's just talk in general. If you want love, you want a pink candle, okay? You following me? Hey! All right? If you want lust, obviously, you want to be draped in that red, baby. You know what I'm saying? You want to be flamed up, okay? So, if this is the tub, right? Let's say you lay down like this. Here's your legs, right? You're going to want to put that pink or red candle at your feet, somewhere at your feet, okay? Find a way to make it fit. Most tubs can accommodate that. If not, then like I said, find another fucking spell, okay? It's that simple. You're gonna want to put there, okay? Now, the way I personally did my last little lust spell, and it wasn't for anyone in particular, it was for me, all right, to further unleash my beast, to enhance even more, right? Crack more necks, cash more checks. So what I did, if your feet are here, okay, the candle has to be at your feet. You can also make a triangle by having the candle kind of in the middle of the tub, and then you want two more candles on the corners here. Now, if you really want to take it to the next level as far as candle-wise, and this is, of course, assuming that you are consecrating the candle, maybe you're dressing the candle up with a particular kind of love or lust oil of your choosing, right? Or you can even use your saliva, which is pretty powerful. I know it's simple, right? That's what we do here. I'm going to let you know the most simplistic, yet the most powerful shit. So you can avoid having to do a bunch of nonsense and extra fuckery. So if you really want to take it to another level, take 4 candles. You're going to box yourself in this energy, all right? And you're going to want to have the candles on the corner of your tibby tub, all right? You're going to fill that up with hot water. As the water is filling up, and mind you, this is very important. This is very important. Piff, if that works for you, do that. I'm keeping it simple for the folks, but okay, I'm gonna put that in there. Piff said, if you bite the wick, I mean, hell, you can even bite down on the candle a little bit if it's possible, if it's not one of them 7-day things or whatever. But however, the same thing could be accomplished by using your saliva. Okay, so yeah. Now, you're gonna fill this tub up with the hottest water that you can stand. Okay, you're gonna want this shit as hot as you can get it. Now, for me, I used a certain oil that I had, and I put a couple drops in the water. Okay, here's where you can start to kind of make it your own. All right, if you have a love oil, or let's say you even just have like if you have like rose essential oil, you can use that. Just a couple, put like 7 drops of that in there. Okay, if you want lust, you might want to use ylang ylang. You might want to use what's the one with the C word? Anyways, do some research on that. Okay, but you want to put a little bit of oil or something like that in there. You can use a crystal. If you have crystals that go along with what you're doing, you could take them in the tub with you if you can get them wet. Once again, you got to check on that. Okay, you this is where you can have a little free reign with it. All right. So don't bite it off. Yeah, that's what she said, right? Shit, don't bite. That's what he said. Shit, don't bite it off, right? Shit, that's what I said. Shit. Do not bite it off. I don't mind a little nibble on it, you know what I'm saying? But do not, let's not take things out of proportion. So the water's gonna be hot. Okay. Now, this is the last and third key. This is kind of the specific time. And this is important, and you're going to see why in the symbology of this particular ritual. All right. You're going to get your ass in there while the water is hot. And you're going to do whatever you do, visualize, chant, affirm, however you do what you do. All right. I also suggest, if you can, to dip your head. I know it's going to be hard because it's going to be hot. All right. But you're going to want to dip your head. You're definitely going to want to get your crown, you know. So at least just once if you get in there, or you might want to do it towards the end. Okay. You're probably going to want to use a timer. Why? Because you're going to be in the bath for approximately only 7 minutes. Only 7 minutes. And as the water starts to get less and less hot, so after about 7 minutes, you're going to notice the water is still warm, but you want to get out of the bath before it gets like lukewarm. Okay. Because number one, when you're getting in the bath and it's hot, you're burning off all the bullshit that has stopped you also from attaining your result as to the reason why you're taking the bath in the first place. All right. So once you're in there, so you don't want to be in there when it's fucking like lukewarm and, you know, cold and shit. You want to, you know, challenge yourself, take as hot as a bath as you can. 7 minutes. I would say towards about the 5-minute mark, or maybe 6-minute mark, you just slide back and you dip your head in there or do whatever. And then you get out, and I would suggest you air dry. Okay. Let the candles burn out. Let the candles burn out. Air dry. Okay. If possible, air dry. Do not pat yourself dry. Do not wipe it off. Air dry. And then, you know, for shits and giggles, just throw on some clean clothes. Don't throw on the same pajamas that you've just been farting up a storm in. Okay? That's how you do it. See? Real simple. Any questions? And boy, let me tell you. Oh, and if possible, like I said, you want to do this on Friday. Or, I'm going to give you an option here. That's what I like to do. I'm a man who likes options, so why wouldn't I give you options? So what I would suggest is either Friday, if you're doing a self-love spell. One of the most powerful days you can do magic is the day of the week you were born. So if you were born on a Wednesday, that's one of your power days of the week, okay? Do you have to wet your hair? Well, usually when you dip your head, I think that's kind of what goes along with it, Anna. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I got to put this up there. That has to do with it, yo. So anyways, But Friday is the ideal day for that. Another day for lust, and I don't mean to confuse you guys. It's Tuesday. Tuesdays, I was born on a Tuesday, so I can tell you a thing or two about lust. All right, we are the lustitarians up in this bitch. All right. So yes, you do. Dipping your head means getting your hair wet. Okay. The other option for that is maybe you get a towel. Either way, your head's gonna have to be wet, man. You're gonna have to get your hair wet. Sir, why are you gonna have burn marks? I didn't say anything about burn marks. I know I'm gonna challenge. I might come out with burn marks. I didn't say scalding water where your flesh is going to boil. I just said as hot as you can stand. Let me repeat for the hard of hearing, or those who just, for some reason, simple instructions may not be so simple at times. I have to say it this way. As hot as you can stand. I didn't say to boil your flesh. All right. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Okay, that's how you do it. Any other questions? Pray, I'm gonna get in your ass here just a little bit. Maybe not the way that you would enjoy most, but I have to. What about any mantra for love? Like I said, this is where you get to make it your own. So whether it's an affirmation, whether it's a mantra, whether it's a confirmation, an incantation, or a visualization, any shuns that you want to do, have at it. Whatever you feel works for you, or wherever you feel drawn to do that. That's your intuition saying, hey, this is the code for that. So follow that. You know what I'm saying? This is where you can make it your own. There's no set way to do this, all right? As far as that goes. What you do, you do. When you, hold on. Looks like we may have another question here. When you're in the water and the candles are, no. You don't submerge the candles. No. You don't submerge the candles. Let me demonstrate again. You have the candles on the tub, on the edge of the tub. Okay? Or like I said, if this is your feet, you want the candle if you're only using one candle, you want the candle at your feet in the middle of the edge of that part of the tub. Not in the tub, on the edge of the tub. Okay? If your tub cannot accommodate that, then that's what I was saying. Do another spell then. This is what this spell is. This is how you do this spell, If you're, these are there's a couple main points that make this spell. And one of them is you put the candles, like for example, on the edge of the tub. Let me repeat it one more time. Not in the tub. Not in the water, okay? On the edge. If for some reason your tub doesn't have an edge that you can put a candle on, or the candle won't fit or whatever, okay, that's fine. You're gonna have to find another spell. But thank you for that question, KD. Appreciate that. Can you tell the love spell with Pomba Gira? I'm not sure if I said it. Can you tell the love spell? I don't give away my Pomba Gira secrets like that. I have my shit that I do. You might want to go find a T Street intersection. T Street intersection's a intersection like this. And you can go leave some roses, cigarettes, and some alcohol, for go leave 7 cigarettes, 7 roses, Pluck the roses off with your hand. I mean, not the roses, excuse me. The thorns. You pluck the thorns off with your hands before you take the roses out there. And then of course you project your intention. Okay? Just use those cheese boards for the tub. That's interesting. Now, my particular tub, at first I thought I couldn't do it. Then I went and I was examining my tub and I'm like, you know what? For me, I'm going to show you the kind of candles that I use. So I use these kind of candles. You know, I got like packs of these. Because that's what we do around here, okay? That's how you know you in the home of a sorcerer. When you start seeing a bunch of fucking herbs and shit and, you know, candles and skulls and shit, you already know what time it is, all right? But this is the kind of candles I use that would fit on my tub. And I actually luckily I didn't want to because, you know, you can melt the end of these and just stick it, you know, it'll stick, you know what I mean? So I actually had these little mirrors. They were actually little, and so that kind of amped it up too, because I put the mirror on the edge of the tub and then I stuck the candle on top of the mirror, adding even extra potency to the spell. So yeah, that's how you do it though. That's the gist of it. I'm telling you, if you do it, you're gonna see some good shit. I can pretty much guarantee. I don't know about the Dollar Tree, Kamira Davis. I've never seen none of these. These you might as well just Amazon's your friend. Amazon or eBay. To me, I prefer Amazon. Amazon's your friend. Amazon will get you there. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? And it comes right to your fucking house. So you ain't even gotta go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Plus, whatever kind of candles, you can order a box. Look. I'm telling you, I got a bunch of these boxes everywhere. I got boxes. The ones that I order the most are the red and black candles, because I run through these bitches like you would not believe. Here's some gold ones. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can open up my own botanic over here. Okay, yeah. But you think I'm lying and shit? I don't have to lie to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Here's more. Here's more. All right, I already showed you. Goddamn, bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, here's some more. What do we got here? Yeah. I have a pack of silver ones. Oh, that's not it. That's something else. Those are oils. But yeah, you see, they're empty. I gotta throw some of these boxes away, but do any of you keep boxes because you might need them? And then you're like, I want to clean my shit up. I want to clean that area up. It's I don't want to get rid of these little boxes because I might need them for something. It's like the hoarder in me or something shit. Actually, my place is very clean. I keep my shit clean. I got to clean my shit up. Except my working space can be very chaotic. My magical working space can be chaotic. Shangochi candles. Tea candles. Yes, those work very well. Those work very well. Yep. BG Jones says, I make candles. That's cool. I always wanted to make candles. But yeah, so you can use tea candles as well. Once again, you can find those online, somewhere, whether Amazon or Etsy, or, go to somebody like BG who sells candles or whatever, You can make your own candles. That just sounds cool. I know it's a lot of work kind of, but I kind of find that shit fun. I'm an artsy crafty kind of dude at times, But anyways, I hope that this conversation about love spells has maybe given you just some other ideas or perceptions to think from when doing them. I do want you to, be successful in your spell and ritual work. But part of that is having the right ingredients, which is also a main ingredient, starting from the right place and really examining, why am I doing this shit? What is it that I truly, really want? Do you have the cojones to admit it to yourself? It seems to be everybody keeps boxes, so I don't feel so bad now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, that's how you do it. That's what you do. And like I said, for me, the results were pretty much almost instantaneous starting the next day. All right. That's not to say that I maybe took advantage of that particular result, but I started to see, you'll start to see the pulse, the rhythm, the signs that you're a spell. See, folks, how about this? When you think of a spell, I want you to think of a computer program, because that's essentially what you're doing. A spell is like a computer program. So you are injecting a computer program into the matrix, okay, to create a particular result, all right? Or for yourself, or for yourself. So think of it like that. A spell is a computer program. And when you're thinking of computer programs, always remember garbage in, garbage out. That's an axiom that a lot of computer programmers use. And as you know, with computer programs, you only got to have one number off to fuck up the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So spells may work a little bit differently, but yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. So if there's not any other questions, we will be concluding, because I have to get back to preparing for this workshop. I want to make sure it is the absolute best workshop that I could possibly do. Oh, that's cool. I make figure candles. Yeah, those are cool. Those are real cool. Of men and women. So if you're really trying to put that work in on somebody, right? So yeah. All right. But if anybody else, any questions though? Any questions before as we're winding this down? Love spells on the Master Your Magic. And 17 of you. I know there's Lurkeisha, you out there? I haven't seen you. I haven't talked to Lurkeisha in a long time. Lurkeisha, baby, how you been? You all right? Because I know you like to watch, right? KD, as are you. Piffy Place, as are you. I can't wait for our show, Piff. I'm going to show them another side of the Piffstress that these people don't know about. Even people in her little groups and channel and all that shit, they don't know about this. Because I'm that motherfucker to pull that side about you, okay? That's what I do. That's what I does. Hey, right on, Smooth. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Got to give you some extra love. Workshop, yeah, I can't wait to see you there. Hey, bring your questions to the workshop. And you know what? Bring your intentions, okay? Bring your top 7 intentions, 3 intentions, whatever it is. Because you're going to find out specifically. Like, I'm talking about specifics. It's not going to be general, vague. Well, it could be this, could be no. You're going to find out specifically how to do a run through of a lot of your spells, your intention. What's the bottom line here? What's the bottom line here? Am I wasting? I don't know about you, right? But as a sorcerer, I love to be efficient. I think it's just kind of like, as you get more mature, you start to understand truly how valuable your time is, your energy, right? Are you wasting time? Are you wasting energy? Right? Some of you like just fucking ejaculating off your energy and shit. That's fine. Have at it, right? Me, I sometimes have to do reassessments, reexaminations, and some things you just got to cross off the list. Maybe not forever, but right now, this is just not fucking important, I need to consolidate my energy into what's most important. I don't want to just be fucking chasing after birds and rabbits and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a whole other level of the game, to be able to just look at your shit and be like, okay, what's really important here? Am I spinning my wheels? Am I wasting my time? Am I wasting my energy? Is this really fucking important? Why do I think this shit's important? See, nobody wants to ask themselves questions though. Nobody wants to ask themselves, oh, that's too much work, Shango. Okay, well, hey. Like I said, have at it. Go right ahead, you know? But these are the types of questions and conversations that I be having with myself. Oftentimes. I might do it on a weekly basis, sometimes every couple of days, sometimes maybe bi-weekly or something like that. I'll check back in. So, you know what? Or even like when you wake up for the day, it's like, wait, what is the main thing of this day today? What is my main thing? There's an old saying, to keep the main thing the main thing. Do you know what your main thing is? Or are you just, you know, every shiny new toy or whatever, you're just chasing after it? That might be where you're at. Okay, that's fine. But I'm speaking to those who, you know, really want to streamline things for their life. You know, I've learned to focus more on the keystones, what are called keystones. Keystones are like, for example, as far as habits go, right? A keystone habit is a habit that's going to benefit pretty much a bunch of different areas in your life. So by knocking out just one bird, I'm knocking out several birds. See, thinking smarter, strategizing, even with your magic in those types of ways. So what's an example of like a keystone? Well, I think I mentioned this before, but meditation is having some kind of a meditation practice, right? Of some kind is it's one tiny habit that will yield a bunch of results in a bunch of different areas. You're going to find that you start getting more efficient in a lot of different areas. You know, how to open the third eye. Yeah, there's a lot of shit on that. That's a good idea. I'm going to jot that down. Thank you, Pray. Pray. It's pray, cray. No. So anyways, yeah, but you know, this is what I'm talking about. I look at now when I'm picking something, I'll pick something that's more of like a main thing. And then I notice the after effect or the, you know, the waves from that are going to be other things. And then it's like, I end up getting that shit anyways. And I didn't have to specifically cast for it. Cause it's kind of like, I don't know how that works, but like it works. Can you only focus one person at a time, or can it be multiple? Also, do you have to know their name, or is any nicknames, social media name enough? Okay, that's a good question. We're gonna play. As far as one person at a time, this is just my personal opinion. Okay, so you have one session, right? Let's say your bath is a session, right? This is one ritual, right? Now, this is a perfect example. Thank you, Smooth. Out of those multiple targets, which one is more important, would you say? Which one could possibly yield the greater benefit? It's kind of like the 80-20 rule, right? 20% of what you do yields 80% of your results. The rest of it's kind of just junk volume. Think. So I would ask you, what is the most important? Yes, to answer your question, you can do multiple. Targets. You can create depending on your like visualization and things, you can come up with like, let's say like a little movie or something. And, you know, maybe there's a few little scenes in your brief little movie. I'm talking about like a 30-second movie. It's just like boom, boom, boom. But something you can just have on loop, you know, in your mind, something that evokes the feeling of whatever, right? You might want to do that. You know, you can do multiple. I have found personally, though, it's just more effective to focus in situations like this, right? Or if you're going to focus, like I would see myself, you know, surrounded or, you know, and these bitches like approaching me. I might not even be able to see their face, but I can feel their presence. You know what I mean? What do they feel like? You know what I'm saying? And I can go into more detail about that, but you know what I mean, as far as what they feel like from an energetic level, or also, what's their ass feel like when you smack it, what's the scent that, you're getting from their cuchita as you down there. Like, I can just go on and on, man. All right. I got 3 targets. Yeah, well, once again, I'm going to reiterate, Smooth. Out of the 3 targets, which one would you say you're the most interested in, or would benefit you the most? Or would any of them benefit you? Or would you just be a benefit to them in somehow, form or fashion? These are questions that I can't answer. You can do the 3. It just splinters your energy. It fractures. Your energy's going here, here, and there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it can possibly work. It can work. I'm not saying it can't. You can do that. But what I would do is I wouldn't focus on necessarily these 3 targets specifically. I would use them hoes as an archetype for, this is how I want my bitches to look. This is how I want them to treat me. I like the way this one acts. I'm gonna throw that in there. This one got a real, long tongue that can wrap around my pipe. Okay, I like that. Put that in there. This one got them cheeks. Put that in there. This one's smart. This one's creative. This one's funny. Put that in there. I'm kind of building an archetype, and I'm using all 3 of these. Because let's face it, Smooth, you can come across a hoe tomorrow. So you can come across a broad tomorrow. You can go to the store, and here's another one. You didn't expect this one to be in the picture, live and direct. I would, if I was you, because I know what you want, fuck Instagram, blood. Like, I would, real life, bro. I know there's plenty of hoes out there, bro. I know, in real life. I be sniping them, KD. You know I do. And literally sniping is kind of a good way to explain that shit, because I'm very selective on one end as far as who makes it into the, you know what I'm saying? You know how, like, when what's that shit? American Idol. At first you have everybody, and then it's like we go through the rounds and the elimination rounds, and then you finally get to like the core. You know what I'm saying? So the elimination rounds might be kind of crazy, but we whittle that shit down, and they whittle themselves out too. So that's a good thing. They help me out. Yeah. All right. Smooth. Is any of this making sense to you? Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you want a harem, be honest with yourself. Say, I want a harem. I want a rotation. Okay. I want variety. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's where you're at in your life, that's what I want. And I'll go from there. If I find something that, piques my interest to the point where maybe I want to spend more time with this one, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I'm in no hurry. All right? I'm in no hurry. And, sometimes some of you need to fucking date. Stop trying to fucking lock somebody down and shit. All right? You just get a little bit of, and all of a sudden you want to just lock it down. Like, hey, chill. All right? Let's chill. All right? Please. Let's chill. Like, take your time. What are you afraid of? Even in the Bible, Jesus never rushed. He never was in a hurry. He never rushed. He was always on time. His time. I suggest you do the same. You know what I mean? You be doing it. Person, make it, must pack it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it goes, man. You got to just, if that's where you're at, hey, admit it to yourself. Wear that shit proudly and just do your thing, Are you Simon or Jesse Jack? See, I just use that. I don't know who the fuck is hosting now. You know what I mean? Nicholas Davis. Right on, though. I do got to hallelujah. All right, I got to put Jesus out there. I got to put Jesus on Front Street. He was never in a hurry, though. He was never in a fucking hurry. He was never rushing. He was never like, oh my God, fuck, I gotta go debate these rabbi today. Shit, but I can't find my keys and shit. You know, he was just smooth with it. Smooth with it, you know? Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying it like that, you know. I am very selective. So I know I kind of may give off an air of just like 100% male whore. And though the male whore is well and alive and thriving, I do, you know, keep some reins on him because there's other things that are more important to me. And I do find that having other things that are more important to me happens to make the male whoring a lot easier. So I don't know how that works, but it's just on. You know, you got to take your time, man. You got to take your time. Art says it's just to say, yeah, I guess you could say that. We don't want to be boxed in. We don't want to be boxed in. I guess the aquas are somewhat, y'all are somewhat like that. I haven't had too much experience with too many aquas, and the ones I have, they were cool. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had no bad aquas, but yeah, I'm a selective hoe. That's what I said. Selective whoring, I call it. Selective whoring is where it's at. Because I say selective because you gotta I don't know, it's just me, like I become more sensitive to people's energy. Obviously, like a lot of my shit is like unprecedented online in an unprecedented way. I ain't even going to front. Like I can read your motherfucking mail better than ever. You know, ask Piffy. But yeah, I can read your mail better than ever. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting more and more precise with the shit. The kids getting nice with it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I also feel other people's shit. And there's just other things. It's almost like weird. Like when I come across somebody, it's kind of like I can look down the road of probabilities. Like if I go this way, I can't see everything, but I can see certain like film strip. It's almost like a film strip of like pictures or maybe even little bits of footage of events. Now, these things may or may not happen, but it's kind of like it's like weird. Like I'm viewing what the probability is if I go this way. Because if I go this way and I'm, you know, spending some time with her, then that's time I'm not going to be spending with her, right? So you got to kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of weird to explain to me, but I might see some shit that I'm not really cool with on going down that road like that. So I'll just bypass. I could be totally wrong, but I know I sound like a weirdo, but that's how it is with me. Artist mimic. I like that. Let me see here. I call it strategic sexuality. Hey, you know what? I'm taking that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I just believe in being strategic all the way around, period. Like it shows that you actually have some type of forethought, you know, in your life. I'm not like, it's not like I'm like overly structured, obviously, because I'm Sagittarius. I got to have freedom. We got to be able to flow with it, you know, sometimes, you know, spontaneity, improv, shit like that. I got to have that. I can't have just everything planned out. That's too dry for me, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I guess just kind of knowing, number one, just knowing who you are, because knowing who you are will also show you what you need. And then you judge accordingly based off of what you need. And not only that, but since you know who you are, I know what I can give, right? I might only be able to give like so much time and so much this and that, but like, hey, out of what I can give, I'll give you 100%. Okay, that's how we're gonna roll with that. All right. If you're good with that, cool. If not, cool. It makes me know, never mind. Because anytime I walk out that door, I can create a little adventure for myself. Okay. To me, meeting somebody new is its own little tiny adventure. right? You never know who you're going to meet, what they may mean to your life, what they may mean to your life down the road, and whatnot. We're influencing probabilities in this bitch, all right? Freedom with accepted independence. Walking in your truth. I mean, what else are you going to walk in, Pill? What else are you going to walk in? Or what else are you going to step in? You know what I mean? What are you going to step in? Pray? I feel like you need to pray. That's what I feel about you. All right. Hey, family. Hey, King. What I miss? You over here trying to get... I think you was trying to get a reading last time, right? You missed everything, Deej. You missed everything. I gave out a little spiffy little love spell. Little spiffy little love spell. Yes, celestial earth goddess, you should walk your talk and talk your walk. It's your life. It's your walk. Walk that shit. However you need to. You know what I'm saying? However you need to. And me personally, I feel you should enjoy your life. I feel you should enjoy your life. You should find ways to extract, enjoyment as much as you can from your life, even from the simple. Oh, I'm not into love spells, only money. Yes, Deej. Well, then you didn't miss that much for you today. But it's Friday, so you know how we got to kind of go with the little season that it is today. Venus, day of Venus, day of Oshun. And if you really know Oshun's mythology, you know Oshun is about self-love, really, when he gets down to it. That's why she's always in the fucking mirror. It's not that she's a narcissist, so to speak. Although I'm willing to bet there's a side of Oshun, or there's an aspect of Oshun, that energy that is narcissist. So yeah. That could be a good idea. Speaking of self-love here, you could do that. I got one. I got my quantum brujo doll, and I be lacing them up. I pin money to them. Anything I want, I pin it. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking of building an altar just to honor myself for self. Hey, that is something you don't hear about often. I say, why the fuck not? I think that's a great idea. The same could be said also like about a vision board. Like a vision board is another form of an altar. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, why not? And most people put on the vision board, I love myself. Damn it, I'm good enough. I have the ideal body, and whatever else the fuck you want to put on there. You know what I'm saying? But it's your thing, And that's what I was saying, Aura. I have to agree with you on that, Mom. Self-love attracts. Okay? If you can get these words, what I'm about to say, I'm not just saying it because it sounds good or, oh, you should just love yourself. No, there's actual quantifiable reasons why you want to fall more in love, grow more in love with yourself, because people who love themselves are magnetic as fuck. And you're not just magnetic as fuck as far as who you're attracting, but the level and quality of who you're attracting changes right along with you. And those that are supportive of this new you, they're gonna find you. A lot of times it's multiple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna have to be able to discern, because just like you've heard the old saying before, like a candle does also attract mosquitoes and moths, but there's ways to keep them out. Just don't let them in. You don't have to let them in, so don't let them in. It's really simple, Do you have a spell to take? Wait, what the fuck? So all I'm saying is there's a valid point to. That's also why I'm telling you to learn, and not just learn, but practice. Okay? Because love is also a verb, all right? Practice loving yourself. Really loving yourself. Now, yes, going out and like getting a mani-pedi and all this shit, those could be expressions of love somewhat. But a lot of times, for most people, those are just more superficial little rituals. You know, you need to dig into the meat, really. Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to the self-love part. And a lot of that self-love part is also acceptance. A huge part of it is acceptance. Learning to accept who and what you are right now. You know, it sounds a lot, it's simple. It is simple. It's not easy. Especially if you lived a large part of your life hating yourself, hating the way you look, blase. What's this? I got to put DJ on there. DJ over there caking, huh? Do you have a spell to take makes a man's dick be better? Yeah, it's called find another nigga. Yeah. Either that or you bake them a cake and you put plenty of maca and horny goat weed in that motherfucker too. Yeah, I made you some chocolate cake, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you crazy. You're crazy. His diet and self-image. I don't know what that's about. I'm not staying that long to tell him all that, but I'll pass it along. Yeah, if it ain't there, you just gotta, find the one who's got it there already. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a lot easier. Sometimes you gotta look at the situation and be like, you know what? It'd just be a whole lot easier. It's like if you crash your car, right? A lot of times the insurance will say it's totaled. You just might as well get a new car. It's going to cost us more to fix this piece of shit than just take the new car. All right, just take the new car. Blue Rhino. Yeah, all right. Hey, you go give that nigga a heart attack, man, or a headache. A massive headache. Massive. Yeah. I'm gonna give him a fucking heart attack. He gonna be trying to please DJ and shit. Yeah. You better get that cardio up. You better have that wind. You know what I'm saying? You better have that wind. And not just your cardio and your ability, like your circulatory system to maintain your erection, okay? But you also obviously better not be a 2-minute man either. Because it's like, yeah, I can run the mile and like I can do the 30-yard dash. I can do that in 0.4. I can do that in 4.2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But you might be even quicker in the sack. I don't know. I don't suffer from that problem. So I don't know what to tell you there, bro. Ride that puppy till the Yeah, I don't know, man. You might want to do that. Enchant the maca root. You know what I'm saying? You last longer than 2 minutes. Yeah, so it all depends. Just don't go killing nobody, all right? Babe, I bought you a blue rhino. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the new shit, I guess, that everyone's taking? The honey. There's some honey out there. I think it's called royal honey. But from what I was reading, a lot of that shit, like a lot of people are getting headaches from that shit too. I think it's like honey and they just mix some type of shit in there that's like kind of like Viagra or something. I don't know. I've never used no type of Viagra or no shit like that. Yeah, I mean, I take supplements like herby shit, like for maintenance, like maca. Maca's good for a lot of shit. And anything that's going to be good for your dick is going to be good for your heart. It's going to be good for your brain too. You know what I'm saying? So in that way, yeah. Why not knock a bunch of birds off with one shot? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. What do you say, KD? Sean, I think we all know you don't. If you got, I don't know. You said that. I mean, I innocent here, okay? I'm just an innocent bystander, okay? Just a man going through his life, traveling through the path of his life. Sprinkle maca root all over it, right? Shit. Make him a maca shake. You know what I mean? I got you, Katie. Is that honey you got to climb a dangerous mountain? Nah, like it's royal honey. It's on everywhere. It's like it comes in kind of like ketchup packets. You know what I'm saying? And like supposedly the shit stays in your system for like 2-3 days. But like I said, a lot of dudes are complaining like of there's a headache known as like a thunderclap. I don't know if any men would know this shit. Okay. Maybe. I got it one time like years ago. And I don't know if it was because I was like smoking weed and drinking and shit like that. And I don't know what the fuck happened, but during sex, I got this fucking massive fucking migraine. And it's almost like the more my heart beat, the more my head banged. And it was like, I felt like I was going to have an aneurysm or some shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, look up a thunderclap in case you was ever wondering about that. It's an actual thing. Look up thunderclap. And no, it's not that kind of thunderclap. That's the best kind. That's the one you want, all right? You want that thunderclap. You don't want the other one, trust. That shit is no bueno. I don't know. It might be prophetess. She said, oh, but it's some kind of honey people damn near killing themselves to get. It might be the same, one and the same. I don't know about people are, I don't know. Is it for the same purpose? It's funny because you got a bunch of young dudes now. They're like all on the dick pills and shit like that. Like, you're a young dude. What the fuck you need dick pills for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I know if you keep taking if you take a lot of that shit and you don't need it, I know it's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck you up. And that's just like with performance enhancing shit, like as far as like building muscle, I'd rather just stay natural, yo. Because once you go off on a lot of that shit, it's like it's almost hard. You can't go back. Anytime you start fucking with your hormones and all that shit, like steroids and shit, that's why these motherfuckers' balls be shrinking up and shit. Because the balls produce testosterone. So if you're injecting testosterone, your balls are like, well, what the fuck are we just hanging around for, right? We could shrink up. And that's what they do. Fuck that. I need, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We need, no. I used to suffer from migraines back in the 90s. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was, but it sucked. And I can only imagine a migraine. I've never had a migraine, so I don't know about what that's like. But I heard my mom used to suffer from migraines, and once in a while she still might get a little one or something. But I remember it would just like, yeah, we'd have to be quiet. She went and lay down in the room and shit and stuff like that. Yeah, people in their 20s, what'd you say there? People in their 20s need to leave that shit alone. They're already getting that problem. You know what I mean? They're getting a lot of different problems, and to the point where it's like by the time you're 30, you're not going to be able to get your dick hard like naturally at all. And I just don't get it. I don't see why the fuck you'd need it. I don't get it. I really don't. But hey, I don't know. Not everyone's Shango Ray, I guess. I don't know. Fuck. I don't recommend anyone using sex pills because it will fuck you up. That's what I'm saying. Oh, hey, see, Nicholas Davis chiming in. See, he dropping some. See, he's making it make sense now. He said it's because of porn. Yeah, that's a big one. And then porn is now more available than ever. Like back in the day, even like in the early days of the internet, you kind of had to pay to like watch it. Now it's just like free to any and everybody. So people are just going ham off that shit. That's a good point, though. They're over jacking off. Yeah. In and of itself, that's a whole other fucking topic right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole other topic. Because these dudes nowadays drink Henny and smoke weed since the 5th grade and think it's, hey, that's another good point, DJ. That is true. I mean, I didn't start shit before. I didn't start smoking weed till I was 22, 23. Because these dudes now, yeah, and that with the porn, they use, yeah, and now their dick is crap. Oh, well, hey, more chochita for me. You know what I'm saying? So, Prophetess said, desensitized dick. You know what I'm saying? We got a infestation of some desensitized dick going around here. Okay, there's some desensitized dick. I've heard a lot about that, though. I've heard a lot about that. And if you overbeat your meat, you will join the desensitized crew. All right, so you want to watch out. Point drains the energy. Porn. Yeah, see, they don't talk about that part of the porn thing. Yeah, I agree. She said porn drains your energy. Yeah, when you're jacking off to that shit, you are literally sending your energy. And there are obviously spirits and entities associated with that too that love to feed off that shit. There's probably, I would imagine, a whole kingdom of entities for that, which is also probably why, because I know they're cleaning up, they're booming, they're making a killing. I mean, not just the porn industry, I'm talking about the entities through the energy. They are feeding like a motherfucker. They're feasting. You know what I'm saying? 90 days of no porn will fix it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you, if you got a problem with porn or some shit like that, I don't know. I don't know. To me, though, ain't no porn gonna ever replace a real live woman, you know? Their partners could be putting on hormone cream. Oh, see now, what? See, now this is getting interesting now. What? Their partners could be putting on hormone cream, progesterone, on their inner thighs. Is that like dick hardener? Another form of dick hardener? Yeah, I don't know. That's just crazy. I mean, if you need that shit, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, hey, if you need it, you need it. You know what I'm saying? But I would also, if that was me, I would be looking into ways like, how can I naturally begin to like get my hormone shit right? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, muscle does also produce testosterone. You know, just I would try the most natural shit that I could, because I just don't like taking shit. I don't like chemicals like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think that's a female hormone. What? 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 Females are putting it on their thighs? Like, what? How the fuck does that work? Why would you do that? Artist Mimic, I need answers. I need some answers, yo. Why would a woman do that? Is it for her right? Or that's what I just said. Wait, what? It's a calming hormone for women. Artist Mimic, have you tried it? And I'm just wondering, have you tried it? Like, why would you? My mind's kind of baffled right now. See, you learn something new. Y'all teach me new shit. I've never heard of that shit in my life. I don't know what the hell. Why would you want to be? Yeah, what are we calming? Why are we? And if it's about just being calm, couldn't you do other shit? Like maybe, I don't know. Like ashwagandha does like help your libido, but if you take at a certain level, it also, like for men anyway, it like kind of calms you down, gets you just kind of chill. You know what I'm saying? But if you need to rev the engine up, it, you know, there's that too. It comes online, you know. It helps to facilitate that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering what the fuck is going on here. Why would you do that? It can balance out their periods. I have PMDD, It's one of the medic. Okay. See, I understand somewhat that. I mean, I don't know how bad your menstrual times are. I have PMDD. I don't know what PMDD is, I'll be honest with you. But if you need something like that, hey, yeah, like, okay, I get it. But are you telling me that women are like just putting that shit on their thighs? Like, that maybe don't need that? Kind of like the way young dudes are just taking fucking dick pills? The container suggests putting it on your inner thighs. So are you saying that if I went down on a woman and she used that shit on her inner thighs, obviously I might be ingesting it somehow? Yeah, that is a whole other level of discussion there. Whatever. I heard there's a site. Oh, but I stopped putting it on places that could affect my partners. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because it's being absorbed through the skin. So like if I'm between the thighs, right, then my thighs are probably rubbing against your thighs, which means I'm getting that shit. That's fucking, yeah. That's so much to think about. So much to think about. I heard that there's a site for those hormones. There's some for everybody, male, female, and for gay and lesbian folks. But being your best self works the same. Oh, bro. Oh, my God. Yeah. Transferable. See? And Piff's in the medical industry, so okay. It's transferable. Okay. Now I'm going to have to add another question to my questionnaire. You know what I'm saying? You know, for the new season of Shango's Got Talent. You know what I mean? As we're whittling down. Do you use... right. Well, you ain't going to be able to use that on this show. Okay? We ain't going to use it on this show. We are learning. Yes, we are. This is so educational this evening. I was thinking we're just going to talk about love spells. I'm going to just get in, get out. Boom. I got some shit to do, but oh no. See, that's how the universe always has other shit that you just don't think of. You can't even conceive, yo. Or a dude's face. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, well, maybe my beard will protect me, you know. My beard will form a layer of non-contact between the thigh. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Now there is a cream that also helps a man go limp for the girlies who don't want to have sex with. Are you DJ? See, now y'all are just blowing my mind today. But honestly, you know what? It doesn't. I'm not really so surprised anymore these days, you know? Are you saying that like these sugar babies are using shit on the dudes so that their dick won't get up, so that they won't have to fuck them to get that money, to get that bag? Is that what you're saying, DJ? And DJ, how do you know about this? Some contain soybeans. Yeah, soybeans and stuff. It's wild out here. Yeah, tell me about it, right? Not only did I choose this time to incarnate on this planet during all this crazy shit going on, but I'm also, at this point in time in my life too, I'm going to be single. Fuck. Now is there cream? Helps a man go limp for the girlies who don't want to have sex. A sugar daddy. Right. So you might have your drink spiked and you might get robbed. And now they may use this shit on you so you can't get your dick up. Which means they won't have to fuck you or suck you, because that shit ain't going to get hard. It just ain't going to get hard. So why use either hole for it, right? That's fucking crazy, yo. Fuck. Y'all are crazy. See, that's why I use Magick. I got to keep certain fuckery. I mean, but obviously, like a woman like that, right? Vibrationally speaking, right? No pun intended. We're just not going to attract each other. You know, we're just not. She's out trying to, when she's out doing the sugar baby thing, obviously Sean goes the last and farthest thing from her mind. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to actual, then yes, I come to mind. No pun intended. All right. But that's how that works. I am not the one to call for that. My number don't ring for such things. Never has and never will. Never has and never will. You know, I know the put eyes like Visine inside your drink to make you sleep. See, DJ, you be knowing all the hoe tactics, yo. You be knowing all the slippery hoe tactics, yo. No, Visine will make you fucking explode with diarrhea. That's what it'll do. But if you put too much, you will kill somebody. And I have spiked somebody's shit with some Visine. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get into that, though. You know, trying to get their bags without getting fucked. See, everything evolves. The game is even evolving, right? So now all the sugar, all you sugar babies out there who are still having to bust it open, now you just learned about some shit that you could do. So, like, damn, man, I really want to, I know, baby, I'm sorry, but, like, you can't get it up, right? Oh, well, I still need my rent paid. I still need my light bill paid. I still need my car note paid, you know? One of my, Star Tarot, now you chime in. Let's see, where was you hiding at, Star Tarot? One of my homies told me he put a E-pill in a girl, but in her butt, and didn't her. I don't understand what the fuck that even says. I'm thinking you said your homie put a pill up her ass, like a suppository, an E-pill suppository. Is that what we're talking about? E-pill suppositories now on the show. Yeah, KD, I can't do that, bro. I can't do that, man. I can't. It's something in my DNA. It just will not let me trick like that. Although in some ways I can get philosophical and say, no matter, even if you're getting it for free, and I'm using air quotes, there's always a price to pay. You know, your time, your energy, there's always a price to pay for anything. Nothing is necessarily free. Nicholas Davis said, when a woman I was dating had a girls' night, I cooked her some good food to have here, stomach bug. Oh, see, you a cold piece, Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas. See, Nicholas's woman was going to go to a ladies' night out. He was like, yeah, okay. But before you go, have you something to eat. Gave her a supreme case of the bubble guts, meaning you ain't going nowhere. See, that's some crazy shit, y'all. That's just some crazy shit. That's crazy shit. Y'all, man. That's fucking nuts. That is crazy. But I'm sure you accomplished your end here. Wow, that's crazy. Am I reading that right, Nicholas? Was that like a tactic to keep her home? Give her some bubble guts? But then you got to deal with the bubble guts. I don't know. Yeah, nothing in life is free. Even if it costs you your attention, like I said, your focus, you know, everything has a cost. Everything costs something, you know. There's I'll say it's an exchange. A cost is an exchange. You know what I mean? That's fucking laughs, though. Nicholas, that is fucking classic, bro. That is fucking classic. Like, not on my watch. He gonna make sure that bra was in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you ain't gonna be able to enjoy. Your lady's not out. Yeah, you're going to have them bubble guts bubbling. That's fucking crazy. Anyways, y'all have been awesome again. Once again, y'all are fucking awesome. Of course, every time I say that because it's true. You are fucking awesome. All right. So now I must excuse myself. I didn't plan on going 2 hours. I never planned. I'm going to have to start setting my alarm. Get in, give the information, get out. That's what I got to start doing. Anyways, it's been a pleasure. Join the Master Your Magic workshop. This is like the last night to be able to join up until maybe tomorrow in the early afternoon, depending on what your time zone is. All right. This is the one you don't want to miss. Okay. Because like we were just talking about love spells and all that, you're going to learn how to really how to do those properly. Because when you do them properly, you get the result. All right. And remember, all your other spells that flopped, it's not that they failed. You just got feedback. That's all. You just got feedback. But it's what you do with the feedback that's going to determine, you know? I was just hearing about Warren Buffett is like one of the richest men in the world, right? He's known as like the top investor ever. And even he said, most of my shit flopped. It's just that my failures were small and my wins were huge. So if he was an athlete, like a baseball player, his batting average would be, even the greatest baseball player, right? With the greatest batting average, and I don't know a whole lot about baseball, but I know this. The greatest batting average that you can have still indicates that you struck out like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times out of 10. That's like the greatest. So that means like your ratio. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you hit a home run every time you step up to the plate. All right. And yes, please remember, don't eat the bubble gut soup. All right. It's spiked. It's a trap. The Buffett method. Yeah. But even he said, like, a lot of the times he would invest in some shit. He knew how to play the long game. And this Master Your Magic workshop is long game shit, baby. It's long game shit. All right. This is where you want to be tomorrow. It goes down at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you do sign up and you're not able to be on the live workshop, the links are going to be going out later tonight. Doesn't matter because you still have it. You have it forever. So you can always revisit it. All right. Sorcerer's Corner members are also gold and above, are going to be able to access it forever. Yes. Yeah. Don't eat that fucking bubble gut soup, yo. See, it's funny because women back in the day, what I hear this? If she wanted you to get her pregnant, she'd be giving you seafood, right? But if she knew you was gonna be hanging out with the fellas, she'd be cooking you some shit that was heavy on the stomach. You know, give you that itis, whereas you just pass out. You ain't going nowhere, right? But Nicholas just took it to another level, yo. He didn't even. It wasn't even about about making you fall asleep. Or you gonna be awake. You just gonna have them bubble guts. Bubble guts. I can't with y'all, man. Yes, come back. Absolutely. You can eat. Yeah, your ass is gonna be on fire. You're gonna get tired of wiping. And see, you know, Nicholas, that's kind of like Nicholas took some shrapnel from that grenade too, because you know she's using his bathroom, right? Or did you go to see? There's so many questions I have, Nicholas. I'm gonna leave you alone. Visine eye drops help you sleep and gives bubble guts too. Yeah, no, Visine eye drops will definitely make you bubble. I never heard about the sleep part. I never knew about the sleep part. But if that chick's at your house, Nicholas, you're going to have to be dealing with that bubble gut ass. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got a couple cans of Glade handy, all right? Because you're going to need it. He'll be like, God fucking damn, bro. Like, what? Okay, on that note, we're going to get the fuck up out of here. That's where I got it from. You're a fool. Hey, it takes guts to say some shit like that. I gotta salute you, Nicholas. There, I got much love for Nicholas Davis. That's my brother, man. Smooth. Shout out to everybody, KD, Prophetess, everyone on here. 1214, Epiphany's Place. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. I got more work to do. I gotta finish up preparing for this workshop because it's gonna be a motherfucker. And mind you, this is my first workshop, so I gotta come correct. All right, we're coming correct. All right, so sign up now. The link is in the bar. Don't be a fucking asshole. Don't be an idiot. Do yourself the favor, yo. Do yourself the favor. This is, like I said, long game, but you also experience very short. I don't want to say short term as in it only lasts short term, but like it won't take you long to start seeing and materializing like magnificent benefits. But the true benefit is a long game. All right, patience, Padawan, patience. All right. Anyways, I'm up out of here. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. See you again, maybe Sunday. All right, but we'll be back. Join the Master of Your Magic Workshop and unleash that magical fucking beast. All right, stop bullshitting. Yeah. Y'all's crazy.